Let's do the October energy update. Hey everybody, my name's Kerry Kay, and I often bring you energy updates. I also bring you information about how to transcend the false matrix, because that's what we're in the process of doing. We're in the process of shifting frequency and shifting consciousness to the point that we completely shift reality. We're in a timeline right now that is getting ready to burst and blow its lid off, and when that happens, we shoot out the other side into a new reality. I think that sounds kind of comical, shoot out the other side, but it really is actually. We do. At the point of ascension, there is a massive burst of energy, and we're preparing. So these energy updates I give you are preparation. There's many videos. That's why I just breezed through it now. There's many videos on my channel. They're going to talk to you more about ascension and the event and what to expect. So please go look at the playlists about that. Let's go into the October energy update. Okay. Vision is where we're starting. So let's literally zoom in right now and look at our eyes. In fact, let's look at the eye between our eyes, which is the pineal gland. That's doing some very interesting work in the month of October. And I must just share with you that we're going to zoom in right now to look at you and your personal world, and then we're going to zoom out as we go through this conversation. So we're going to look more at a planetary or a global perspective as we work through the current energy that's coming in the month of October, because it's got to go somewhere. That's the thing. The cosmic energy comes in and it gets absorbed into your body, and as it does, your body gets challenged in places, refilled, refueled in others, re-energized, and it gets what feels like compressed, what feels like compression. That compression is the new energy coming in and meeting the stubbornness of what we think we know. The old paradigms and the old beliefs that we may hold on to. That's where that moment of compression occurs. It's a little bit of new energy coming in, but old energy standing its ground and saying, hey, I was here first. We can experience challenge as the new energies come in, but when we allow the new energies to come in, we can experience bliss states, we can experience synchronicities, we can experience ease, spontaneous healing like never before. And one of the things that I really want for you guys is more ease. I want the people who listen to my video, that's you, I want you to be the best prepared community out there. As we stand right here on the precipice of October, I want you to be the most prepared so that you have the most ease through this transition. So it's a big one. Pineal gland, vision, let's talk about it. First of all, you can have ascension symptoms at the physical level that can affect your eyes. Your eyes can do flick-flacks and cartwheels and crazy things. Mine are. I've changed script in my glasses 3 times over the last maybe 3 weeks. It's crazy. Getting better, but at the same time, I have days where my vision is much better and then blurry, and then it goes all wonky again. So there's interesting things taking place. Now, please, 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 you cannot write everything off to an ascension symptom. You must. If there's something going on for you that feels very weird and wacky, and it's going on for a long time, definitely go get it seen to by a medical professional. This is not medical advice in any way, shape, or form. This is more like the energetic after effects of what may happen as you go through this shift in vision. So yeah, ascension symptoms, look out for things on the peripheral, quite literally. Look out for what shows up in your peripheral for those of you that are used to seeing flashes of light. Try the interesting practice of closing your eyes and seeing what's there. Your brain's going to say, well, I can't do that. That's okay. You're going to learn eventually to go beyond the brain into a nice deep relaxation. There's a deep relaxation meditation on my website. It's very supportive to teach your body how to get into that zone. Close your eyes and just start seeing without your eyes, or at least allowing. There's going to be a big theme moving forward. Allowing yourself to see what is there energetically. Remember, you're an energetic being. So as your true sight comes online, you're going to start seeing in energy. For those of you that are used to having visions, as in psychic visions, telepathic visions, hold on to your hat, because I'll tell you from my own experience, I've never had this clarity of psychic vision before, this intensity and this frequency, as in prolific. So often throughout the day, I'm getting multiple visions of where we are, what's going on. So yeah, I do believe you're going to have a lot more videos coming up from me in the very near future because of that being switched on. The driver to all of it is the pineal gland being decalcified. So can you imagine pineal gland, which sits right in the middle of your brain and it's dormant? That's why we don't remember who we are, can't see beyond the veil. It's the calcification of the pineal gland. And I know a lot of people want to decalcify and a lot of people want to almost force that into place. But really, the best thing that we can do is allow the cosmic energy to meet and greet us right here in October 2023 and dissolve it naturally and organically. Can I repeat it? Natural, organic, effortless pineal gland reactivation. That's what's taking place. But as that outer layer, that crust, so to speak, begins to dissolve and break up, it's firstly not going to happen overnight, not even going to happen in a month. It's going to happen over the next couple of years. So this is a very progressive thing, but it really starts here and now. And as that begins to shift and break free, your perspective begins to shift. So the crust, as it crumbles, it can cause upheaval because you're going to start seeing things for how they really are, people for who they really are. Do you know what's going to happen? The things that you were convinced of, you're going to have a shift in perspective. So for example, somebody that you thought was really just not a great person, the people you thought were bad may turn out not to be. But equally, the people you thought were really good may turn out very much not to be. The shift in vision requires you to not hold on to your opinions, to not be stubborn, to not sit in that concreted sense of this is who they are, this is how life is. Because every time you shift, the people around you that populate your reality are higher versions of who you remember them to be. But you have a snapshot, like you have this photo album of who they've been in your old reality. And they may not be that same person anymore. So you've got to have a lot of flexibility, not hold on to stubborn perspectives and opinions of who people are. Let them be new in every single moment. Think about the people you're the most opinionated about and just be willing. That's all. You don't have to change your mind about them. Just be willing to see them for who they really are. And if you hear a voice say, oh, I already know who they are, that's that stubborn voice. And it's not a bad voice. It's just going to become a harmful voice to you because it's going to prevent you from seeing life and people as they really are. Of course, there's going to be instances where somebody you thought was bad is still bad and they're going to remain bad. Of course there is. But as you go through the shift in vision, you're going to find it's not just your vision that changes. It's your perspective, it's your lens. And so the judgment about these so-called bad ones, that's also going to start decalcifying, melting. This is all part of a very whole, holistic picture. We cannot have one thing heal. Your vision is not separate from all other elements and aspects of you. Everything is interlinked. It's everywhere. Upgrades happen by the day. Shift in perspective, that's an obvious one. Shift in priority also occurs because, you know what, the things that you thought were important are going to turn out not to be. And a lot of the things that you thought were important, that you got really stressed about, that took up a lot of bandwidth for you, a lot of mental anguish involved with those things that you thought really mattered, you're going to find in October, they don't matter so much. If, remember that part, if you will let go of those stubborn perspectives and if you will be in flow. So one of the things that I can give you that's really going to support you is imagine liquid crystal. If I just give you those words, liquid crystal energy, a liquid crystalline energy, just imagine what that may feel like. And what you're going to imagine is something that's just beautifully smooth and flowing. and then bring that feeling of smooth flowing energy into your world, and you're going to see how that truly supports you. I said to you, we're going to look at you, your personal life, and then we're going to zoom out. Before we zoom out, there's another part of your personal life that really needs focus, and that's control. As we shift vision, we're going to realize, man, we controlled our reality based on our perception, based on our experience of the past, and we kept projecting that experience of the past into the future. Out comes those photo albums, and we say, well, this is not just who I interacted with, but how I interacted with them. Therefore, that's going to get continued. These are the past traumas. This is the current day trauma. These are the past hurts. This is the current day hurt. So we keep reinvigorating the past, because we want the control of the known. It gives us the illusion of safety by bringing us into the known, which becomes a stagnant place, which becomes limbo, which becomes a place that you cannot evolve beyond until you get really courageous to step out of control. So how do you do that? You've heard words used in this context before. Oh, so-and-so, they're so out of control. Oh, these people are out of control. As if it's a really bad thing. But if you're out of control, then what are you in? Power is the answer. Surrender is the answer. The unknown is the answer. With control, whatever you control lands up controlling you. That's really what happens. One of the things I'll be talking about as we go through into October is dream space and the unconscious, because that's also going to start surfacing, start pushing up as we experience a liberation from control. All the places we used to exert control by suppressing feelings, suppressing thought, all of that's going to start to naturally, organically surface. So yeah, it can come up in dream time, can come up from the subconscious. It's going to start bubbling up from your life. And then if you try to control all of that, you're going to get hurt and exhausted, and I don't want you to be there. One of the things that you're also going to have to let go of as you let go of control is your stubborn tenacity. For those of you that have stubborn tenacity, and what I mean by that is when you have taken hardship after hardship, beating after beating, and you just keep going, you just keep persevering, you don't give up, you don't give in. At some point, you've got to surrender. And no, surrender doesn't mean give up, give in. Surrender means stop the fight. Surrender means acceptance. Surrender means allowing. There are videos on my channel, I'll link them in the description box below, where I talk about acceptance. Acceptance and allowing are really part of the same energy, and we can expand that energy into ultimate forgiveness, into unconditional love. It really all begins there. So these are skills that you're going to start mastering as you go forward. Okay, zoom out now. Let's look at the global picture. More intensity. You're going to find that global events, not just political, but weather anomalies, are going to go crazy. I released a video end of 2022, I think, where I spoke about potentials for the year ahead. And one of the things that I addressed for 2023 was the weather. Crazy beyond comprehension. Unpredictable weather is actually what I described it as. So it's going to be like winter weather in the middle of summer, and summer in the middle of winter, and hurricanes where you never have hurricanes, and all of this crazy weather stuff going on. You'll find that in October, at the global level, we've got more of these intense, sometimes horrifying experiences that we go through. Now, simultaneous to that, there is more love. So on one hand, there's more hardship, but on the other hand, there is a counterbalance. So yes, there's going to be more global intensity. However, there's also going to be more love. And you have access to that love. And you don't have to go and give it to every single person on the planet. It's not your job. You have to be it. And when you are that love, when you are that for the planet, you are reaching so many people. That's how you do it. No matter how big my platform gets here on YouTube, I still don't reach near the number of people that I reach here through verbal dialogue as I do through energetic dialogue. In other words, just through my energetic presence on the planet. You're exactly the same. You don't need an audience on social media to reach the world. Every single person is permanently plugged in to the collective consciousness. But what are you putting in and what are you receiving from that collective? Join the Plasma Light Tribe if you want to work at this level, by the way, where we go very deeply into what it is that you are broadcasting to the world and what is it that you are allowing in. It's the shift out of being dictated to and being puppeteered into true power. I'll speak to you really soon. Lots of upcoming videos, so make sure that you have liked the video, shared it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. From my heart, all the way into yours, I do hope that you feel it. Lots of love, everyone.